leads me into kind of the stuff I wanted to get into today. Just update you guys as we are doing a solo episode. There's no guest today. I got a new job. I know I've been joking for a while. I don't know if I bring it up that often, but I know I've brought it up that I was unemployed for a minute. I was in the job search, was in the job market for a long, long time, and that is not fun. I will say that. It is tough. I thought my plan was this, right? I was working a job I wasn't really happy with. I was working at Target, and it's a fine job. It's not the worst job in the world, but I wanted more, and we were getting ready to move, and so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna move anyways. Like, I'm gonna put my last day in, like, whatever, the week or 2 weeks before we move, and then when it'll force me to be applying, and then when we do move, I'll get a job, because that's just what happens. I'll work it out. I'll figure it out, even though I could have probably just transferred, kept working there until I found a job. Didn't do that, and let's just say it did not just take the 2 weeks to get a job. It took like 3 months. 3 months in like a week. 3 months. Yeah, it was like 94 different places I applied to. It's not like I didn't get any offer. Some of them were offers, but then they came back and they were fake, bro. I got a degree in marketing, and these people would put job listings out for marketing positions, and then I would go through 2 rounds of interviews to get offered a position, to find out it's basically a pyramid scheme for Charter Spectrum, which I'm calling you out, Charter. What the fuck is this? They got there's like 6 different companies in the city that I'm in that all work for Charter, and they all have like a tier system where they pretend you're going to be a marketer. You're a marketer for this company, when really this company has decided the best marketing to do for Charter is direct marketing, which is a fancy way of saying you're going to sit under a tent at a fucking Bucks game and hope that people will come up to the tent and sign up for Charter Spectrum. You got to sell them to sign up for Charter Spectrum. No, bro. I'm not a salesman. I'm not a salesman. I did not get a degree to be a salesman. And there's nothing wrong. I mean, I can't say there's nothing wrong with salesmen. There is. So some of you guys are a little sketchy. But, people got to make their money somehow. But it's not for me, not being a salesman. So I had some jobs I was offered, other jobs I said no to, but a lot that you just didn't respond. Other ones I got denied for. So it took like 3 months, man. But I finally got a job at a pretty interesting place. So I'm happy to have a job now. Probably getting a second job, just help out with bills and things like that. But it's good. I'm happy. That's progress, right? That's another thing. That's the theme of today. Is I just wanted to update you guys on all the progress we made. We got the new job. We got a new shelf. I'm really proud of this shelf. Okay, not because it's from IKEA and I built it myself, but because I just like the way it looks. And yeah, when you get a new shelf, man, it just feels good, especially as a Lego collector, as you guys know that I am. But yeah. It's interesting. Speaking of Legos, actually, look, check this out. Hopefully I don't break this. I just built this fucking guitar yesterday. Oh, the strap's kind of in the way. And it comes with a stand, too. I'm going to take this off real quick. It comes with a stand, guitar stand. It's plugged into the amp right now. So this is a guitar. It comes with an amp. And a pedal. It's got like a distortion pedal, which is like fucking crazy, dude. I know I'd say it all the time when I talk about Lego, but I really appreciate all the detail that they do. And they've got it too. I'm not going to do a full-on review, but look at this. You can take this off, and it's got like the fucking electronics in there. And then the back has even got like what looks like working electronics and whatnot. I just think it's cool. I think they do a good job. But yeah, I'm a nerd about that shit, and I'm excited about it. I wish it could play. We got Let's Hear It Rock. Yeah, it can't. Sadly, you can't play it, but it is cool. It is cool. And so, that's something that's cool. Been finally getting the studio almost fully set up. Been trying to get out, meet some new people in the area, which is dope. I had my first, since the last solo episode, I had my first like controversy which we talked about a little bit on the show back when I had Caitlin on, for I think it was like the Christmas episode. But yeah, I had my first controversy, which a lot of people are straight up brain dead, is what that taught me. A lot of people are actually suffering from some form of like brain rot, where something is not, there's a misfire, there is a circuit that's not touching. But it was interesting. It was crazy. It was cool for a minute. I mean, it wasn't cool. I was very stressed out, but I think it was the best I had handled any type of criticism to that point. So that was fun. On top of that, dropped some new songs in the meantime, one of which is linked down below. I'm very happy with that one. And we gained a lot of new people tuning in to the show here, tuning into the music, TikTok, everything. So it's just been like, I don't know, trying to put things in perspective for myself, because it can be kind of lonely doing something like this. I know it seems like, when I show up every Monday and I got a new person here, it's like, oh man, like this guy's, having fun. And I am having fun when the person's there or whatever, right? But there's 6 days in between, or 7 days in between every Monday. So it's like I am having to do a lot of work in between to keep posting up all these clips and editing these clips and making the new songs and doing all these things. And sometimes you just get lost in it all, get kind of down on yourself because things aren't maybe moving in the way you want in like the day-to-day. But yeah, I just think it's important to have that perspective, and that's something I've been trying to think about. And so that's why I wanted to, since I had a chance to today, kind of just update you guys on all that. Like we went from, I was at 4,000 followers on TikTok at the beginning of the year to 17.4 thousand now. Same with YouTube. I mean, we went from like 1,000 subscribers right at the top of the year, I think, and we've almost gained 300 since then, which is pretty good. I can't complain with that. Monthly listeners went up. I mean, that shit fluctuates every month, but that shit on Spotify went from, it was at like 7,000, then jumped to 15, then to 20, then to 25,000, and that was crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was no better feeling than when I went on my Spotify for Artists app, which is like, for if you are a musician, it's like the back end. I get to like see how all my analytics are playing out, what songs people are listening to, whatever. But they have this cool thing where it's like, this is how many people are listening to your stuff right now, different people. And that was the first time I had ever seen 100 people listening at the same time. It was like over 100. Like usually before I had started posting on TikTok, which it's been over a year now straight of me posting every day on TikTok. Before then, if I were to check it, I would be lucky to see 3 people listening at one time. And now I don't know what it is every day. I don't really check it. But the fact that it got to over 100 in a singular moment, like that was crazy to me. So something I wanted to, share with you, kind of, big up my chest a little bit, be like, I did this. Makes me feel a little bit better. Realize we've been moving, we've been going up. We also we've got the 200th episode coming up. Okay, we've done 194 of these things when I wrap this episode. Speaking of, actually, I do got to make sure I put in this. I'm getting some DoorDash because I'm not trying to go out. I'll put in this DoorDash order real quick. I think I got a gift card, so I'm not like usually this bougie. I wouldn't normally DoorDash Panera. But today I am. Did it get everything? Did it put everything in? Okay, I'm going to trust. You had the order in there, right?
I think so.
Okay, I'm going to trust it. But, okay, 194 episodes, right? Doing this every week. Enjoying it, meeting a lot of new people. Getting to share the conversations with new people is dope. What the fuck do you people want to see for a 200th episode? I need to know what is it that we got to get into? What do we got to do? I want to do something fun. I want to do something exciting for 200 episodes. That's pretty impressive. There's a lot of people that start a podcast. I don't know what the stat is, but I think it's after you complete 3 episodes, you're in the top 10% of podcasts, because 90% of podcasts quit before 3 episodes are done. And that's just, there's no timeline on that, right? We didn't miss a fucking week, bro. Some kid crashed into a fucking power line by my house one week, 40 minutes before I'm supposed to have a magician that I was trying to have on for fucking a year and a half. I finally get him to be on the show. He's going to come on the show virtually. And somebody crashes into a fucking power line right outside my house. We still did the show. The next day we got up, we did the fucking show. You know, we had a plethora of hurdles to jump over, and the computer has been my enemy since I've started this podcast and trying to figure out all the equipment and whatnot. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. We will have done 200 straight weeks of this show with tons of different people on. And I'm proud of that. I'm happy about that. So I want to do something fun. I want to know. Yeah, McKenna says no food challenges, please. I don't know, though. That's the only thing I can think of is to eat 200 of something, not donuts, because I have even less friends than I did when I did that one, the 100. So I don't think that would go over well because there's no way I'm going to be able to do it. But maybe we should do something. Would 200 Oreos put you in like a diabetic, what's it called? What's it called when you get like fucked up from too much sugar? I thought you could get something if you could go into something with that. That's fine. Maybe 200 Oreos, but that's not that exciting. You know, I feel like that wouldn't be too hard. I mean, it wouldn't be good on my stomach, you know, but it wouldn't be too difficult. I don't want to necessarily do something that's crazy difficult. Maybe there's just a specific guest that I should be trying to get on. You know, maybe we do like a. I wish we were at a stage where we could do like a fan art contest or something, because I just think that would be kind of fun to have people do like just random, you know, drawings and paintings or whatever. Just would be silly and fun. But I don't think we'll do that. We could do a roast of me, but I know people won't send stuff in for that, so I don't want to do that. I've got all these grandiose ideas for like once this show has you know, maybe taken off. But then again, we are going to be 200 episodes in and it hasn't. So maybe it's time. Maybe 200 is we put the nail in the coffin. I hang it up. I retire. You know, retire 200 weeks straight. End the podcast. That'd be sad. That'd be really sad. I won't do that.
Thanks for watching that last video, guys. Click right over here to see the episode in its entirety. Or click over here to subscribe and check out all the other cool shit we have on the channel. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Do it.